last week?
The 22nd. Hi, I'm Jason, and we're going to review our comic book pick for the 22nd of September since we didn't do it, so we're doing it now. Um, my pick for the 22nd was Superman Batman, issue number 76. Uh, they finally started getting around to more present time for the last year or so. Superman Batman's been like,
Spoiler alert, it's behind.
yeah, they've been doing stories from like the past where Bruce was still Batman and Superman was still here on Earth, and or they do like weird team ups of like Bizarro and Man Bat. It was weird and was getting kind of weak, but now they're more in the present time. What issue 76 was dealing with was the events right after Final Crisis, where Batman got hit by Darkseid's Omega Beam, and basically how he deals with it and how he feels about Dick taking over the mantle, and you see Superman like being human-like, where he was all moody and pissy and all that about losing Bruce Wayne and losing his father, well, not his uh, kryptonite, Pa Kent, about losing him, and it was really touching actually, and like
I actually think that Superman's more human than Batman in a lot of ways.
yeah, and he was really showing his emotions. Like he was like about to rip off like the bat suit off of Dick, saying, "Hey, that's Bruce's. Don't wear Bruce stuff." And
He was about to get his ass kicked. He wasn't about to rip nothing off.
yeah, Dick was already.
I think he had kryptonite.
Yeah, he was going for like his little pout. You read it?
Yeah, I read
Yeah,
it.
it was really. I enjoyed it, and like when he went to the funeral, like he didn't want to wear his glasses, and Lois is like, "Should you wear your glasses?" And he's like, "No, this is just a formal kind of thing for Bruce." And you got to see his like love for Bruce Wayne, and it was kind of touching and well written. I enjoyed it a lot.
I wanted to know which characters that Lois didn't know who their identity was. Because I
Yeah,
thought she knew them all.
you would think like
But remember, because he goes, and we're not going to be in costumes, so even though you know most of them,
who?
I'm like, who doesn't she know?
Yeah, that is
I guess it wasn't really relevant to the story, so they didn't give
yeah,
a crap.
and
But
like maybe like the few people that were there because it was a huge funeral.
no, it was very small of them.
You would think he would have known who they all were, but good point. I think he just didn't want her that. Maybe he was like going to make moves on Wonder Woman. Yeah, because did they share a little moment in this one?
They did seem
Yeah,
to share a moment.
yeah. Like Wonder Woman, she had the hots for Batman. She wanted a piece of the Bruce, but which woman doesn't? So I like to see where like the rest of the Superman Batman go. Like hopefully they continue on more present time. Maybe have Dick and Supergirl. Uh,
I thought that this one was well written.
oh yeah, really well written. Like it's been a while since I've like chose a DC book as I've chosen a couple DC books as my weekly pick. The first one that deals with Superman and first one that's dealing with Batman. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Strong pick, number 76 of Superman Batman came out on the 22nd. I'm sure you can still pick it up. Get it out. If you got Final Crisis, pick it up. It deals a lot with that. What was yours?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I'm not sure. My
Oh.
books are all mixed together.
Oh.
Oh, what was my pick from last week? My pick from last week, I'm not sure I brought down.
Oh.
But
But.
my pick from last week was. Oh,
Oh.
I know now. I did bring it down.
You did.
It is from last week. I just confused myself. Ah, see? I brought these books for a reason. Project Superpowers was my pick from last week. It was released with 2 covers. Both of them are pretty neat looking. This one kind of looks like a bunch of gods, I think. It's just the heroes. I have the other one here with me, so might as well show it to you. And this one's got Devil and Dare on it. And I actually think this cover is very, very in detail. When you look at the line drawing on the muscles and in the Devil, it looks like it took a long time. The other one probably took longer because it's got more characters, but for 2 characters, that's a very detailed cover. It was the last issue of Chapter 2, and I just thought it was really, really good. It ended slightly different than I would have liked, but knowing that they're going to release a Chapter 3, I understand why they ended it the way they did. The book got a little weird for me. I thought it got a little bit sci-fi instead of superhero-y, which I guess you could combine the two very easily anyways. But it seemed like in the last 3 or 4 issues it went a little bit further sci-fi. And I'm kind of actually hoping they'll expand on it because I didn't dislike that. I actually liked it. It gave the book a unique feel when this is a book that I felt like could very easily at any minute kind of get drab where you're dealing with golden age characters or older. And I thought it was a great way to keep the new life that Alex Ross has brought to the book going by taking the book in a new direction midway through the read. Almost like you finish up with this story. All right, the heroes, don't need to worry about the government so much anymore. They need to worry about fighting Zeus. And then in the last couple issues, we get this twist where Claw, the old villain from the past, is back, and he's crazy stronger than ever. And I thought that was cool because it was like, oh, so now we get the old villains too.
Yeah.
Now what I'm hoping for is in Chapter 3, those one shots we had where we got to meet some of the other characters or the villains to some of the other characters. I'm hoping they will show back up and be mainstay characters now that we finished the Zeus storyline.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Because why else would they have introduced us to those characters? The American Spirit one, remember he said, see you around, or something along those lines. So I'm hoping he'll be back, and he kind of seems like he became a good guy in the end. He's like a vigilante good guy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, because he kind of is like a modern version of the American Spirit. So he's like bringing the 90s to the 40s characters, and it's I think that if they were to put those two together, it'd meld very well. Like I was saying, this book has grown, and instead of just continuing the storyline, I feel as though it's evolving, and I hope it evolves further, and I hope it goes that direction. I felt the whole story was a good read. All of Chapter 1 I thought was good. All of Chapter 2 I thought was good.
The little side episodes.
The side episodes I thought were good. The one shots with the villains I thought were good. Really, I just felt as though this was a solid read. I even like the little extra things in the back where it tells you the history of the characters. There is just nothing wrong with this book. I can't praise it enough. It's this issue. I don't really know how to rate it because it felt like it didn't finish anything, and it was the last issue, but it's not really the last issue, so it's like, do I grade it worse for that since it's not really the last issue? I'm going to say it's an 8.5, which is a pretty damn good rating, I think. I mean, that's my pick for last week. Again, I can't get enough of it. I don't know when my next chapter is starting. I hope it's immediate.
January, I think?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have a little holdover. I'm rooting for immediate. Let's speed it up. Come on, Alex Ross. I know you're busy, but...
Well, it's kind of like a TV series where, they take...
No, I don't want my goddamn seasons. I want it now. We have a lot of extra time. Did you have anything else?
From last week, I did read a new comic last week. It's through Image. It was Bone Crushers or something like that. It's about 2 mercenaries in the past. One's a barbarian and the other looks like a monk. Kind of witty, kind of humorous. You would like it because of the barbarian guy, because he's like the typical short barbarian guy, and he heard barbarian and he leaves.
What was that? Now I'm over here.
Oh, now he's the coon. I think it's Bone Crushers. I can't recall the name, but that came out last week. It was pretty good.
And now I'm over here.
And now he's the coon. Do you have any other picks from last week?
I can't show my face.
Alrighty. I think we got a special guest. We're here with I don't know what the hell we're here with. It looks like we're here with the coon.
Review Man. I have a special edition pick. Mark's a dumbass and he forgot it. These reviews,
Fuck.
they're full of trash.
What the shit?
I need to bring clarity to them. The only clarity can be through a true review. Such reviews as Dark Horse's new series, which is a revitalization of an old book that had been made into a series.
Was that last or on the 22nd?
It was.
Okay.
Or I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Because I am Review Man.
We got Review Man.
We have Magnus, Robot Fighter. I don't know what it's about because only Mark read it. He said it was a 7.5 or an 8.
He's lost his mind.
It's a good read according to Mark. I have no idea where he went.
Any others? Review Man.
Review Man also fully enjoys anything that is written by Jimmy Polendini. And Time Bomb had come out again.
Who's Jimmy Paul Beanie?
He writes Jonah Hex.
Oh.
Not that crappy movie.
Oh. Yeah, that movie was fantastic.
The one that is known as a comic book, which is a book that has pictures. Now I'm over here.
Alright, Review Man.
Time Bomb.
Oh, Time Bomb.
8.
8.
I am done.
Okay. Well,
Clarity has been brought.
clarity has been brought. Alright, thank you, Review Man. Person. Hero.
Review Man.
Yeah, okay. Have a good evening. Bye.